party was in Wayland and had finished up their research, had met a wizard named Maverick who was also going to be traveling in the Burning Waste, and they agreed to let him travel with them since he said he had information that would help them in the Burning Waste and help guide them to their destination, the Savage Oasis. They consulted their notes on the map they had that said travel south to the Lone Sentinel, and they had found the Lone Sentinel, which was a Warforged statue that looked almost like a Warforged gunslinger. It had a hat. It had 2 pistols carved on its side. As they approached the statue and they decided to maybe start looking for a place to camp for the night, they were attacked by a group of 4 Warforged mechanical scorpions, which almost killed their new wizard that had decided to join them. But they were able to finish off the scorpions and rescue the wizard. And then they spent the night there taking a long rest. And that's where we're going to start is the next morning with the group waking up from their long rest and doing all their morning preparations and ready to begin their next journey of their trip to travel towards the Savage Oasis. Does anybody have questions, concerns, comments?
I'm good.
For me?
I think I'm good.
What do I need to roll on? I know you'd already said something a minute ago, but I got distracted. For Hart to do on his like where I was trying to go
Investigation.
over those investigation. I'm gonna assume that the part of Doc will be played by one of my split personalities until Doc arrives.
That is a fact.
Very good. I'm gonna have to get some sock puppets.
Perks of mental illness.
In my other D&D group, one of them does have a puppet that he uses for like his familiar. It's a dragon,
That's awesome.
and he uses it for like his familiar that he talks to.
Okay, you're gonna bring this up before Detrick gets here because
No, that is the reason why I brought it up before he got here.
yeah, because he still wants to play a puppet.
I understand what he wants to play. He had a chance. He
I
DM'd.
know Rachel got one of the reversible octopus things. So
Oh, yeah.
if I ever play Skander again,
I love those little
Bring that.
things. They're really cute.
I don't think she knows I plan on doing that.
I've got.
I will also be cutting that part out of the YouTube video when I edit it, so that
So he doesn't
that'll
know.
be lost forever in time.
I hope Detrick is watching the live right now.
I hope he is not. I hope he is occupied.
24 on
So this
my
conversation will never ever
24 on my
reach his ears.
investigation.
24.
That's a 24 on my investigation for the.
They are mechanical scorpions, so there is plate metal that you have to pull apart. But with that, you're able to like pry open some of the plating, and inside there is this blue tubing that runs all through the inside of the mechanical scorpions.
What about the poison? Did it have any poison in the stingers?
Can I steal a stinger? Can I take it to
If it does, it is no longer active.
Oh. Never mind.
Is there any shiny bits inside of it? Any gems?
On the inside, there's no shiny bits.
Are there any gems? Do they have gems for eyes?
There is a like the one that you're working on right now. There is like where you would assume the heart of the beast would be. There is like this black case made out of some strange metal. You're unsure what that metal is, but you're unsure, and that's where all the tubing is connected to.
Okay.
That runs through the body, and obviously it's not like the black box itself. It's like it contains something. But you have to like try to get inside that black box if you want to see what's inside of it.
I'm gonna collect. There were 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna collect all 4 of the Warforged Scorpion.
Okay.
Black
By the way,
boxes.
this is the morning of the 13th day. for those who are keeping track.
Is there anything I need to, now that I know what I'm looking for, is there any sort of roll I need to make to ensure I harvest these parts?
No, if you want to collect all 4 of them, it will take you probably about an hour, but you can collect all 4 of them for them.
Alright. Well, that is what Hart is going to be working on.
Heart is still some hearts.
Yeah.
And isn't it ironic?
Don't you think? A little bit ironic. Doc's gonna get up and he's gonna come over here and he's gonna stretch. And he's gonna twirl through some of his sword forms and he's gonna walk around and be like, "Hey, how's everyone doing? Are we ready? Are we prepared? Are we good?"
Are you like a camp counselor, man?
Camp counselor man. It's like, we're like Bob Ross meets Indiana Jones. Come on.
That makes sense.
I got the
Minus the
personality of Mr. Rogers. I've got the dashing debonair looks of
What's the
Indiana
name of the
Jones,
Nuggets?
and I got the chest hair of Bob Ross.
Yeah. Yeah, Jetrick's a bit more Jim Henson.
We are ready.
Alright, so Hart is harvesting hearts. What would the rest of you like to do for that hour? Hart's harvesting hearts, and Doc is being a cheerleader.
I would like to
Eloise.
speak with Maverick.
What is up, my dude?
Yeah. Speaking of, then that's what Doc's gonna be doing. He's gonna be with his flute. He's gonna be playing Mickey.
What?
You
Okay.
almost died. What was it like?
Mickey,
Not great, my guy.
Hey Mickey.
Any more details?
Hey Mickey.
Memories, visions, just odd little things.
Take me by the hand
Well,
when they take me back.
It's like if you like went to sleep.
Mhm.
You know? That's about it. That's all I remember.
Okay. Shame. You disappoint me.
So are we? Do we
My
know?
bad.
Do we know what
Well, it's not-
direction
it's
we
not your
need to
fault.
go?
Eloise is meditating.
So Maverick, what direction? So you're familiar with. You're familiar with the Burning Waste, right?
Yeah.
So, and you know where we need to go to get to that place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
because when those in the know speak of that which cannot be named, does it just automatically muffle them? Is it like a shock taser? Like what?
They just can't say it.
They just can't say it. So like if. So if all right.
They can say where they're going, they just can't say why.
I got
They
you.
can't say what they're
So
they're
you
going
know,
for.
where do we head? Where do we need to head then from here next? Which direction are we going?
He's just gonna sort of look around. And just looking at the sun and then looking around, just like southwest, I think. If I remember correctly, I you know.
Instead of the sun, try using like Party Rock as your reference point.
Yeah, southwest.
Cool. You seem to be having issues there.
Yeah, I mean, I never really take this route. I think it was a little weird that we went to Party Rock first, but
Didn't you lead us this way?
yeah. Because you guys were like, let's go south. Well, we could have just
Okay.
cut out the middle, man, and went southwest from the beginning.
Party, party. Rock,
I thought you guys just wanted to hang out at Party Rock.
rock,
Before the scorpions were there, of course.
I just do whatever the dude in the hat says.
So an hour is up. Hart has collected his hearts. Eloise has meditated. Doc and Klaus and Maverick have having a conversation Ari, Poe,
I'm cleaning my guns.
cleaning guns.
Arya's probably sharpening her daggers.
I was gonna say, are you cleaning the guns too? Like,
No, probably just sharpening daggers and doing a little bit of meditating.
okay. So hours up. You guys are packed up, ready to go. Heading southwest.
Totally, my dude.
Yeah.
Doc and Maverick in the lead again.
Yep.
What's the marching order here?
I'm directly behind Maverick.
Doc will be. Oh, is Doc up front?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Where you guys want to be?
I'll be in the middle.
Put
I'll be next to Maverick.
Next to Poe, next to Maverick, or I guess because we are.
I mean, you can go
It is
3
wide
abreast. I
open.
don't care.
yeah.
You guys can go 6 abreast if you want.
okay, and then put the
Can we
middle.
lock
Do Eloise
Off to see
and
the wizard.
Start skipping and singing.
middle.
There we go then.
Okay.
I think it's time.
So the 3 that's in the lead, which is Maverick, Doc, and Klaus, give me survival checks as you are moving along, and I need somebody to roll me a d20. I don't care who.
I will roll the d20.
5.
$25. Doc.
Oh, okay. 25.
I'm gonna channel my inner knowledge of all things. 25.
12.
D20 was 11.
11. Okay. So you guys are making your way down southwest. There's a couple times when Klaus and Maverick maybe are like, maybe we should go this way, whatever. And Doc's like, no, I'm pretty sure southwest is this way. Like, I know what direction we're heading. Like, he looks at the sun and he's like, I don't know why we would go that way. This is southwest. So he kind of keeps y'all on point. I do need everybody to make a con check for me, please.
So, Hart did
Hart
establish.
yeah.
Hart did establish the other day after getting hot that he was going to be prestigious.
Yeah.
Do I get
Yeah.
advantage
Mhm.
then? Okay.
18.
18.
So is this a save or a check?
Check.
Check. Okay. 6.
6.
Also 6.
6.
10.
10.
8.
8.
Yep, 8.
23 for Hart. Wait a minute. $24 for Hart, and Doc is rocking a 13.
13.
But he does have his color his color poncho thing, whatever.
Okay.
Eloise
Did it
also
not do
has.
anything?
Didn't do anything.
Did not do
Eloise
anything.
also has a white poncho on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody that rolled 10 or below takes 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh.
Man. Shucks darn.
But about midday, you guys start making out these features ahead, and then as you get close enough to make it out,
Rocks. Party rock.
Poe, 10 or below needed to make a take a point of exhaustion.
1 point of exhaustion.
Mhm.
Okay. Can you run me the exhaustion levels again? Tell me where I can look that up.
It's on conditions or on your on.
Okay.
It's under your health.
Thank you. I didn't know where it was at on the mobile.
You're good.
Oh, that's interesting.
No.
That's
No.
some sort of demigod.
No. I've seen this in the Never-Ending Story.
All right,
So-
Wizard, we need you to run fast.
As you reach this
you.
pass through these cliffs, you see what appears to be sculpted into the cliffside 2 statues that look a little bit alike, except for one is a female, and she's wearing kind of like roguish looking clothes. The other one is a male, and he's wearing like almost like ranger, but almost like a ranger fighter like looking clothes. But they do almost look exactly like they could be brother and sister
Do
almost.
they have like elven features?
They do.
Okay. Yep. Connecting the dots there.
All of you can give me, if you would like, all of you can give me a perception check.
That's a 3.
3.
Doc got a 7.
11 on
Hawk.
We are thinking the same thing, right? Okay.
Trying to.
25 for me.
Okay.
11.
All right. Everybody that rode, I'm trying to make sure this is in. Everybody that rode 18 or above, as you're looking at the statues and as you're looking at the path ahead of you, you notice that there are several, what first appears to be like white sticks, but then you notice that they are bones. And then as you're paying attention to the bones, you notice that the bones are in fact skeletons. Various skeletons throughout the path. Those who rode below 18, between like 18 and 10, it just looks like there's white sticks that litter the path. And those who rode 10 and below, all you're paying attention to is these big statues.
It kind of looks like gargoyles, man. But like human versions, I guess.
But all of you, regardless of what you rode, kind of have like this eerie feeling, and it's really quiet here in this. Like before, you could hear the wind blowing and it just sounds, but here it's kind of like eerily quiet in between this cliff path.
Okay, guide us.
Yeah. Excuse me, bigoted wizard. Could you please inform me what is going on with the statues here?
Well, firstly, I don't know where we're getting the bigoted stuff. That's a little weird. Secondly,
I'm fairly certain we found you in the town of Wayland, did we not? You're a bigoted wizard. No need to hide what you are.
alrighty, my dude. And he sort of just looks at the towers.
What ties?
Not towers, the statues.
More ties? Bigoted
Ties.
wizards and ties. What is it with bigoted wizards and ties?
I just see a bunch of sticks everywhere. I don't see anything.
I feel like these statues are bad juju, and we should probably walk around them.
Is it because they're not colored?
No, they're statues in an ominous desert. I feel like that's just a kind of a. I'm getting a read. I don't know if that's like what you guys are getting.
So
I don't see
you're reading, so
anything.
you have no ideas what these
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, no. Like I said, we don't take this path normally.
I'm-
We just cut
Then
straight.
why are we going this way?
I'm gonna have to
Because
agree.
you guys were like, let's go find Party Rock.
I'm gonna have to agree with my rabbit friend over here. So you are supposed to be leading us to this here temple.
Oh, this is the way we're going, so lead.
Yeah.
I just agree that it's creepy over here, but I don't see any statues. I just see some sticks. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't see the giant statues?
No, just like sticks everywhere or something.
Yes, you do. You do see the giant statues.
I do. I do. Yep. I just,
It'd be best if we just kind of.
You probably need
Walked
to
around.
stop
It just
eating
feels
random
weird here.
things.
It just feels weird here.
Are you still suffering the ill effects from eating that tainted lettuce?
Maybe, I don't know.
You probably should not be eating things that you found on the side of the road, t'other lady.
So, With the male statue, are there like any weapons visible? Like, was it sculpted with a weapon?
No, there's no weapons that are visible because the way that it's sculpted into the cliffside,
Okay.
kind of.
Got it.
I agree with my dude over here. I think we just need to get out of this place.
Yeah, I feel like it's not
It's
too
creepy
much to
here.
just walk around.
It's creepy here.
It's a canyon.
All right. Again, guys,
It's a
come on.
canyon.
Let's put our minds together. Let's Wait a minute. Actually, let's
Is it like we can visibly walk around or no?
sense
No.
motive.
Okay.
It, not visible. Like you can maybe try, but you don't know how far you will have to go out of the way. And the legend on the map said that you had to go through the twins.
Doc.
Oh.
Doc would like to observe the interaction between Poe and Hart and Maverick, and he would like to try to sense out Maverick's motives to see, like, is he being genuine? Does he legitimately feel like that the right direction is a different
Is he
direction?
incompetent or is he useless?
Both are bad.
No, incompetent
Hart-
or malicious.
Roll an
Doc-
insight and Maverick. You can roll
Doc-
a
Doc-
persuasion
Doc
or
doesn't
deception.
believe
Your
in
choice,
such
but you don't have to
harsh-
say which.
Harshness like that.
That's why I'm around.
15.
Insight.
50?
Or in-
15.
Yeah,
50.
sounds fishy.
A bajillion.
Did you say insight?
Uh,
6.
he seems very genuine.
Not surprised.
Tell the
Right.
truth, guys.
So, Maverick, where do we need to go from here? Is there any particular manner or method we need to go through here? Is it like one of those things where only the penitent man shall pass?
I think
No one come through.
we don't have. Okay. Again, not my normal route. But these guys do look kind of bad just from their statues in the desert typically don't work well unless it's Party Rock. We figured out Party Rock until the scorpions were there. That's whatever. Does anyone have like just something that I can throw?
We got you.
How about a bigoted wizard?
Okay. Well, not me.
I'm
Like
certain- I'm
an
kinda certain-
expendable item that isn't a person, maybe.
You.
Let me look through my bag of stuff here.
I
How
mean,
about
is
one
there
of those?
not-
How about one of those bleached sticks out there?
Here's a knife.
Can Eloise start looking on the ground for a rock to throw?
Sure.
What do I need to roll?
Roll a perception.
So, what about? How about like? Can you not channel the arcane
22.
arts?
I
You
can.
find what appears at first to be a white rock, and when you pick it up and you turn it around, you realize it's actually a skull, bleached by the sun.
Oh boy.
Gross.
Hey.
It looks like a Typhon skull because it has two little nubs where horns would be.
Poe and Doc, Maverick, and Hart, guys, all you guys, look at this. This is a skull. I
Yeah,
picked it up.
Yes.
it's littered everywhere. Do you not
Yes.
see it?
Someone-
Littered
yes,
everywhere.
I
looks
bet its
like-
name
Yeah.
was Horatio.
That's why it's bad juju.
Can we possibly throw this? Somebody was talking about throwing something.
Mhm.
Here,
Well-
take this.
Well, it seems to only be reacting to live specimens, judging by the bones out there, and not blowing up the rocks on the ground. So I'm assuming throwing a skull through them is not going to do much.
Makes sense.
I think we should send the wizard.
Okay.
How far is the distance in between?
It is 60 feet.
60 feet? Okay. Alright.
Are we paying this guy?
No, I got some business to do in here
All right,
anyways.
it's 60 feet from the center. All right, Hart will be like,
No, it's 30 feet to the center and then 30 feet outside. 60 feet for the whole path.
so
From
like,
where you are, it's 60 feet to the other side.
so it'll be like 30 feet here,
Then
60
30
feet
feet
here. Okay, so he's like, Hart's gonna be like, Eloise, give me that skull. He's gonna take the skull and he's gonna rear back like he's gonna throw it, and then he's just gonna and then mage hand it. Float a skull.
Okay.
And
How
then
far
just
can Mage Hand take it?
30 feet.
Okay.
So he's just gonna slowly just float. I may, if I have to move up to the front, I will, so I can get I want to get to the middle, and then I'm gonna float his skull to the middle,
Touch the
and
ground with it.
then I'm gonna take it and have it do a little dance, and then touch the ground. Ooh, how many? Lots of bones. How many bones are lots of bones? All over the
quite a few
place?
that you can see, yeah.
How heavy are these bones?
You guys are way too into death. I think that's a little frightening.
It's specifically my thing.
Well, he's also sounds like
your
he's just trying to
purple
build a skeleton.
Hush your purple mouth.
Okay.
And these are cured, bleached
Science bones?
bones. These are like science bones. If you had to quantify them in piles,
How many
how
piles?
many piles of bones would be here? If the measurement in which we were
Roll protection.
I should have stopped pushing it. Don't push the maybe, baby. Seven.
From where you're looking, you could probably see, if you were, trying to guess, and you were also concentrating on your mage hand moving it through. So you're looking around, looks like maybe 7 bodies total.
Okay.
You can't
at
really
the
make out
point-
all the way on the other side because the way the heat is.
So all of a sudden, Hart's over here, and he's just trying to focus, and he starts looking around, and he's gonna hit the skull to the center, and he's gonna drop it. Anything happen? And then he's just gonna start gathering up 7 piles of bones. How much is a pile of bones?
I
weigh?
think you have to go in to get the bones.
Do I have to go inside to get the bones?
With your mage hand? No.
Yeah, you have to use the mage hand to do it, but you can't go in.
Okay.
I mean, you can go in and get it too, just
But
depending on what
inside?
you're telling me what you're doing.
Okay. Well, he's gonna start. How much does a pile of bones weigh?
I don't know, but you can't. It's going to be hard to one hand to pick up because that's what your issue be, not the weight of it.
Then I'll use my other mage hand to be your other hand. Then I'll have 2 hands.
Well, now we have 2 mage hands.
So you're talking about like
we're picking up
gripping
bones.
up a hand.
Okay.
So both your mage hands together are picking
we're
up all
gathering
the.
up piles
You're
of bones.
cleaning up the way.
Yeah, seven piles of bones. I'm gonna add that to my character sheet. 7 piles of bones.
Poe, give me a perception.
Nine.
You keep hearing them talk about 7 piles, but you obviously see 9 piles.
Depends
Alright.
on.
I'm here for you, buddy, but I think your math's off.
What do you mean?
There's a lot more than you think there is.
Your eyes are probably better than me, or you're just lucky.
No, that's given.
I think you're.
Both.
I do declare that I believe you are far luckier than I am, seeing that
Maverick,
you
roll
have
perception.
2 functioning rabbit's feet. Maybe if I could roll a rabbit's foot as well, I might have a better
Don't touch
better
You see
luck.
10 piles.
Don't
I'm not gonna.
This.
Eloise, roll perception. Doc, roll perception. Klaus, roll perception. Ari, roll perception.
18.
You see 18 piles.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Poe,
I see nothing. I got a 7.
So you see 7.
you see 9 piles of bones.
At least.
Also, so
I
You see
see
7.
I see so many more. Like 18.
it sounds to me like
piles.
Are
there's
you
just a ton of
affected
bones.
by? Are you seeing double?
I don't know.
I feel like
I see a lot.
A pile is a very loose definition of a
Agreed.
A
quantity.
lot of
Agreed.
bones.
So,
I feel it's the only quantity I'm concerned about.
your pile is
Why
different
are
from
we
my pile.
collecting these bones?
That's my question.
See, there's just
All right, my mage hand stops.
over here and just collecting these. We're gonna need them.
You got about 3 piles at your feet.
All right. Well, I'm.
And it's not complete. You could not rebuild the
Mate.
skeletons.
It's
with
a pile
what
of
you
bones.
selected,
I got 3
but
piles
3
of
piles.
bones. I got 3 piles of bones.
Maverick will look to one of you guys and be. I need a volunteer.
I volunteer you.
I need a volunteer
We believe
because I've got an idea. I just need to make sure it works.
Mr. Bigoted Wizard, within our group, we do adhere to the democratic method. So, all in favor of the Purple Wizard?
Taking a stroll.
Hey, buddy, it's your idea.
Alrighty. Okay. No, I mean, that works for me.
No, calm down, everyone. Calm down. No, he's the new guy. He's helping us out. So, what's your plan?
And then he looks through his spell book and he's like, I can make one of you turn into gas. So you can just sort of float on through and see if it's not gonna like explode you. Because there's no bone, like you have no bones.
You need a spell for that. She can do that by just eating random green things off the side of the road.
Alright, I'll volunteer.
Alrighty. And then he'll just tap you and then you turn into gas.
You better rub your
Gaseous
lucky
form.
rabbit's feet.
I've been doing that this whole time because this is crazy. Yeah, gaseous form.
So what's gaseous form say?
Let me pull up a definition.
Probably nothing in line with what Hawk believes it is.
Gaseous form. Transform a willing creature you touch along with everything it's wearing and carrying. And they just become a cloud. While in this form, the only method of movement is flying of 10 feet. The target can enter and occupy the space of another creature. Resistance to non-magical damage. And has advantage on strength, dex, and con saves.
Can I go up your nose?
Okay, so you feel yourself just like slowly transform and become lighter, and you guys watch as the shape of Poe kind of just like morphs into this circular green gas that's still in the same space he's occupying, but now he's like a gaseous blob.
Lead the way. All we are is dust in the wind.
Eloise is gonna see if she can talk to Poe. She's gonna go up to the blob and be like, Poe? Poe? Can
She's
you
over here
talk to
running
me?"
her hand through there. It's like probably
Hello?
doing all sorts of
Dash
damage.
is double, right?
Do what?
Dash is double, right? So that'd be 60.
No, your speed as gaseous form is 10.
You are slow moving gas.
Below me, guys.
Anybody
Hey, we are live, sir. We are live.
Heart's gonna run up
Has
to him
anybody
real
got
quick.
gas?
I'm gonna have to edit that later.
You're gonna have your
Can-
hands
can we
full
hear him
trying
say
to
that?
edit
I'm gonna have to
stuff
edit
later.
this whole thing.
Just a mute like
The whole
Don't
thing.
even
Just gonna have
post. I
to-
think it's gonna be bad.
2 hours is gonna be edited down to 1.
Anybody got gust?
I can use
No.
prestidigitation
That's what I was about
to
to.
do a little.
I'm focusing on
Prestige.
keeping him as a ball of gas, so count me out.
Actually, wait.
You just
Can we use like?
Oh, God.
Does would prestidigitation
Hold on. Does
like
anyone have like
okay.
the catapult spell?
I don't
He's not an object.
no.
Well, I'll just
You can't objectify
slowly
him.
start moving.
waft.
I will if I want.
So
to.
you can dash and move 20 feet. So as the green blob moves 20 feet into the canyon. Anybody else? This is the first round, so is anybody else doing anything? Maverick casts gaseous form. Poe in gaseous form moves 20 feet forward. He uses his dash, so he's 20 feet forward. The rest of y'all.
Hart
Just
is-
watching. What do you do?
Hart is putting 3 piles of bones in his bag.
Okay.
Watching and waiting to see what happens.
Okay.
I'm
That's
doing-
Ari, Hart,
I'm doing the same thing. I'm just watching to see what happens.
Eloise.
Occasionally, Hart's going to turn to the side.
Actually, can I ready an attack
Sure. Against what?
against the statues if need?
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, I'll use prestidigitation to chill the cloak that I'm wearing.
To chill it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an option.
Chill, man.
Okay. And then Doc.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, Eloise will also take a drink of water from her water.
Good to know.
Canteen.
Yes.
Water
That,
skin.
yes.
Can
What
I
would-
enter Hart as a guest?
Can he?
All right.
All right. Doc is gonna try to channel his inner, educated, learned skills. He's gonna tap into his lore and see if he can't maybe recall anything based off what he knows and what he's read. If any of this rings a bell. No.
Okay. Make a history check. Alright, next round.
Can I persuade
Poe,
you?
would you like to move
Let
20?
me use persuasion. Oh, never mind. Just as good.
I would like to look
Love it.
around where I am and see if of my perception, if I see anything I hadn't noticed before, if
Roll perception.
Oh, probably should have led with that before we let him do that. 27.
He did read stuff about the burning waste, but what I told him last time, basically about it being basically a dumping ground for all the Warforged and the Warforged machines that were created during the Great War. And there's rumors that some of them have became more self-aware, and even if they have been able to make replications of themselves, and even mutated versions of themselves. And mostly what he learned was about the different creatures that exist here. Fire elementals, Cyclops, the Warforged creatures that now, instead of being servants of mankind like they were designed, now are against mankind since they feel like mankind abandoned them. And sand elementals, dust devils, stuff like that. There's also the mention of the Tree of Life that exists hidden somewhere in what was known as the Savage Oasis, and how it is basically supposed to be what gives Shorn itself. It fuels it, and that the cycle of the Seed of Life, where once like every 10 years it gives a seed that has certain healing properties and stuff like that. But it does not mention anything about the Lone Sentinel or the twins or anything except for what is already in the riddle that accompanies the map. That's the only reference of those.
Alright, so Doc, he's gonna yell out, Poe, watch out! They might be big robots. Or Warforged. That's not robots.
Okay.
Right? This was Warforged.
So that's what you learned, but you got that knowledge on your turn this turn.
So that's what he'll do.
What
That's
did you roll on
he's-
your perception?
As
20.
soon as that
20?
dings.
You're sitting there in your gaseous form, and you do see, it looks like on a ring that's on one of the skeleton fingers. You would not have been able to see it from there because it's kind of buried in the sand. But like out of a skeletal hand that's kind of sticking out of the sand a little bit, there's like a ring.
on the statues?
No,
Or
on the ground, on one of the
skeleton?
skeletons.
Can I pick it up?
No, you're in gaseous form.
Oh, is it in front of me?
It's on the ground underneath you.
Okay. I point. There's a ring on a finger right here.
They can't hear you,
Oh,
and you
okay.
have no fingers. You are in gaseous form.
Fair enough.
You can see, but you can't. You can't talk. You can't do anything.
It depends. Well, that depends entirely upon whether you trust me. Oh, do you trust me?
No.
He can't even answer you if he trusts you or not.
Well, if he trusted me before he left, he didn't have to answer. We could have communicated telepathically.
Oh man, maybe if somebody would have thought before he got turned into gaseous form, that would have been perfect.
Unfortunately, someone was preoccupied gathering piles of bones.
That is true.
Maybe one of the piles of bones I have could have some good as opponent. I don't know.
Maybe if you have to speak with the dead, you can talk to the bones.
That's a good possibility.
That is true.
I don't think I have.
Do you move another 20 feet or you just stay there? How long does gas form last?
An hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna close my eyes and move forward 10.
10?
Uh-huh.
So that puts you right in the middle. You're floating above the skull that his mage hand had previously and dropped.
With my eyes closed.
I mean, you don't have any eyes.
Fair enough.
You try to close your eyes, but you don't have anything to close, so you still are open.
This is weird.
In your mind, you're like, okay, eyes closed. Wait, why can I still see everything? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Nothing. I'm still there.
I don't think we communicated a way for me to know when to let him out of it. That's fine.
Still nothing.
Several balls
you're
were dropped
floating.
on this event, like this event.
Okay. Is it my turn again?
If you want to end your turn, you still have an action, basically.
I don't know what actions you can take.
That way, if you wanted
Dash.
to. Yeah, you.
Oh, dash.
That's what I'm saying, if you want to
Yeah,
dash.
I'll just go ahead and move everything
Okay.
past it.
So that still leaves you 20 feet to be all the way out of the canyon. Alright. Doc has basically done his turn as he recalled that information. So we have Maverick, Hart, Eloise, Ari, and Klaus. What would y'all like to do this round, if anything?
Just watching and waiting as far as Artie's
At this point, the gas, you guys watched as the gas kind of floated there 20 feet away. Then it eased forward to the center and kind of floated right above the skull. And then it eased forward 10 more feet.
I'm just readying my attack.
I think you saw
I
some.
want to ready my radiant sunbolt attack
I'm just
in
gonna
case.
stand and watch.
Okay.
Maybe make sure I'm a good like 10 feet away from everyone, just in case.
Hot is going to use his magical hands to reacquire the Tiefling skull. It too can go in the bag.
Okay.
Would you put it in my backpack, please?
I'm not sure. I'm beginning to trust this Tin Man worse than the wizard.
Maverick, anything?
I'm focusing on the
gas.
keeping
Oh, wait a
the
minute.
form.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. That was an action, right? I would have a bonus action.
Yeah.
And how far away is the gas?
40.
Alright. So if I move up 10 feet, I'd be within 30 feet.
If you move up 10 feet, you'll be within 30 feet. But you will be in 10 feet into the cavern. Or canyon. I keep saying cavern, but I mean canyon.
It's actually a cavern. Whoa.
I have to move up. Alright, I'm going to move up 10 feet. Just so I can get within 30 feet of
Roll me
cover.
perception. Those are good.
26.
They are.
Once you step, when you take immediately the first step into the canyon where the cliffs are on either side of you, you immediately feel as if something is watching you. You look around, and the statues kind of look like they're staring at each other, but it's also like that optical illusion, like where the paintings have the eyes that follow you around the room.
Mm-hmm.
So even though from the outside, the statues look like they're just kind of staring at each other,
If I show rest, I can pick.
once you step into the canyon, they didn't move. Their eyes didn't move. It doesn't. There was no movement at all from the statues. But you also, from this position, it also has that illusion like the eyes are also looking at you somehow, and maybe that's what you're feeling is that they're looking at you because of that optical illusion type thing.
Why not? Excuse me, statue people?
They're good, ain't they?
Would you be willing to allow us safe passage through your canyon? Nothing.
What kind of check would you like to make?
The one that where I'm.
Stealth?
The one that lets me do
Insight?
what I want.
Or
Arcana?
Perception?
Persuasion?
Okay.
I'm gonna try to persuade the statues to
I do
hear my
have
plea. Probably not. 12.
Okay.
Nothing.
You still feel like you're being
Okay.
watched?
Bonus action. Mind link with the gases form.
I think
As
that
a bonus action, you can choose one creature
Yeah,
you
that
can
should
see
work.
within 30 feet of
the
you.
creature.
You and the chosen creature can speak telepathically with each other while you're within 5 miles. We got 5 miles of each
I took
other.
3-4 to stay out of my head.
The telepathic, it only lasts for a minute. With any sort of telepathic speech, that we have to be able to like communicate, either share a language, or and also have the capacity to understand language. So
Which is all the things that he has.
Is there any resistance to that? Like if the target you're trying to do it with? The only reason I ask is without
Can he
him knowing that you're going to
refuse?
do that, he may, especially given the situation, and that's going to be totally up to him. He may just be like, "Oh, if somebody wants to talk to me right now, I'm cool with it." But also, him not knowing you're doing it and him not being
It
able
may
to
feel
see
like,
you, he might be like, "Oh, is this the statues? I don't want to talk to them."
each other on the tour are within the number of policy. It doesn't, but at the same time,
If it doesn't, then you can just connect with him. That's fine.
yeah. So I mean, it's
No, that's the only reason I asked you,
Yeah,
is
you're
because,
good.
and I wasn't trying to throw a wrench in anything.
no, you're good. It's like I would imagine the best way or the way I would kind of view this is it's like a phone call, like ring ring, mental ring ring.
I mean, this isn't the first time you slid into my
No.
DM.
No, it's not. Very thirsty.
All right. So,
so,
you now have a
oh.
connection with Pope.
I probably should
Little
have.
Bonnie
Yeah.
foo-foo hopping through. What?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, please don't throw me in the bra patch. Poe, I probably should have done this before, but I just want to let you know that we are telepathically connected for the next few minutes. So if you run into any issues or you need some assistance, you will be able to communicate with us. Over.
My God, even his conscience has an accent.
I'm not certain what you mean by accent. I sound the way I sound. Over.
Keep this line for emergencies, thank you.
All right, and then I'm just gonna kind of chill, and because I'm out of economy, but I am just gonna
Okay.
look at it.
It looks clear.
And everybody else is chilling,
Come
waiting.
behind me.
Next round.
No, I got this creepy feeling like someone's in my head.
Oh, I've
Eloise
seen
is
her.
gonna move up beside Hart, and she's still gonna keep her attack ready just in case, and she's gonna keep her eyes on
Roll me a perception.
the statues. 11.
Feels like
Okay.
somebody's watching
Hey,
me.
Hart, about 10 more feet in front
You
of
don't feel anything when you go in there.
Maybe
Okay.
15. There's a ring on a finger on the ground. It looked important. Keep an eye for it when you follow you.
Copy that. Can you make certain that you end all conversations with over?
I'm over this conversation.
Copy that, over.
Okay. This is a new round. You've made it to the other side, and I'll tell you what you see once I go through this whole round.
Ari's gonna start moving forward to go through the canyon.
Like all the way, or you're stopping at the 10 feet?
Actually, she's gonna just catch up to Eloise.
Okay. Roll me a perception.
you the truth. The dice hate me today. I rolled a 7.
Okay. You don't feel anything. You just cool. You just walk up to Eloise.
What's up, Ari? What's up?
If I do something stupid with Doc and kill him, can we not kill him?
Can we just strike it
Oh,
from
no.
cannon?
You are responsible for anything that happens to him.
I don't.
So do it.
How far do I get if I dash?
Well, you can't go that way. It's a cliff side. There's a cliff all the way around.
He said the only way we can go is
In.
or back.
I was hoping it was a hillside and I would just say, I don't know, I would just walk around.
I'm on the east bank. I'm on the west
Uh,
bank.
All right. No, he's gonna
Like, you
believe.
think you guys have been sitting here going through this the whole thing, and you could have just walked around? Like
I don't-
maybe 10 more minutes, but
No, Doc is gonna just. He's gonna continue to believe in the people that believe in him, and he's gonna trust that Poe is gonna relay the necessary information, and he's just gonna keep
Okay.
a watchful eye out.
Maverick, Klaus.
He's keeping concentration, but he's gonna just be like, I can only do this like so many times before I can't. Like it's just a thing. I gotta like sleep. It's exhausting, but I don't know how we're gonna get the rest of us over there. I didn't think that far ahead. Just to be clear with you guys, just to be crystal. Just gonna put that out there. If
Understood.
someone wants to just maybe test the water, I don't want to do it. Just put it out there. If someone can test the waters, see if we don't have to do this.
Okay.
just run through.
Okay, that's fair. Spend a key to do. Okay. Yeah, I'll spend a key for Step of the Wind. And but that just lets me sprint as a bonus action, doesn't it?
That's all it
Yeah.
does.
Okay.
So if you take your bonus action and your action, you can move
Oh, yeah,
90
right.
feet and just move really fast.
No, wait. So,
I find
Can
what
I
a mithril
do-
sword. What?
so what Jack said? Am I allowed to dash twice then? Bonus action and action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll just run 120 feet.
Okay.
Hopefully you don't trip.
So Klaus takes off running. Roll me a perception and.
Me?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh no. 4.
Okay. So you see them stop right in the entrance, and then all of a sudden Klaus goes running past you. Roll me a charisma check.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you serious? Okay, that's a 3. That's 2 nat 1s in a row with different dice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now make me a dex save.
Okay.
To be clear, I did not tell him to do that.
So
Are you serious? 3
Yeah.
nat 1s in a row. 8. That's an 8.
Damn.
That's not good for you.
No, it's not.
I would recommend that you put that dice away. I would burn that one. I'm fairly certain
No,
that
no,
dice.
that's 3 different dice.
Oh, 3 different dice.
Yeah.
Maybe you should consider getting a new dice box. It seems your dice are unhappy with you.
Yeah.
22 points of force damage.
Ooh.
Right as you get to here,
Oh,
and you are knocked prone. As when you get to the center, the statue's eyes open, and 4 beams of lights come out and just strike you right in the chest, even as you're running, and it hits you so hard that you get knocked off of your feet.
Oh. Does my own momentum propel
Hold
me
on.
forward?
No, dude, that's
Uh,
why I had to make a death save.
Okay.
so
Okay.
Was
Interesting.
so I know this is like it's already happened. Can I portent it?
There wasn't a. No, you're talking about one of his saves.
Yes,
Which one would you like to roll?
gotcha.
the deck save.
And
Okay.
it wasn't a. an
Pretty
attack.
much.
Attack wasn't.
Oh, it has to be an attack.
No. I was not for you. Not for
Okay.
you.
Oh,
So-
saving throw. Yeah.
so
So
what
it
was-
would be a 12 instead, and then you add your bonus.
Oh, okay.
The roll you would have rolled like
On the
drop
dex
your
save.
lowest and turn it into
Yeah.
a 12.
The dex save becomes a 12,
Oh, okay.
and then you add your bonus.
Okay, so that's a 19.
Okay, so in that case, you will only take 11 points of damage and stay on your feet. And then you can still run
Okay,
the rest of
keep-
the other
keep
side.
going. Hey, so it's a bad idea.
As you see, like, this, it's not a hole, but your clothes have these big scorch marks.
Apparently, they don't like it when you run through here.
So as you're running, you see yourself get knocked off your feet from it, but then all of a sudden things slow and almost like rewind, and boom, you feel the hit,
Round for this.
and then you just keep running, almost like if something distorted time.
Well, I lived. This is a bad idea for the
Joan,
record.
did that cancel your concentration on me?
I don't know.
No.
Okay. Because I think it's like you can cast spells with concentration. You just can't have 2 concentration spells going. But you're across the side, anyways.
I just wondered if I was still gaseous.
Okay, so that's a 120 foot dash, and call that my turn.
And I just stopped you on the other side, which is 60 feet, because if you want to run the whole 120 feet, I will let you. That's up to you. If you are saying that you are so focused on running, you want to run the whole 120.
Sure, I already used Step of the Wind. So
Okay,
why not?
so you are 60 feet above,
Well, no, actually,
and I will
just-
tell you what
actually,
happens.
Just move me up to 80 feet.
Okay.
Say when.
Just put him like right in front of Jack,
Okay.
I
That
don't know if
works.
you checked, but
because it actually you started running in sand and you got slowed down.
Oh, okay.
So it became difficult terrain, and it was only 40 more feet. And yeah, there's going to be some things.
Okay.
And that's going to be a horse of a different color. But you've gone. Eloise is.
I'm good.
Yeah, Eloise is gone. Aries gone. Maverick is gone. Doc's probably the only other one, and Hart, I think.
What are you gonna do, Hart? Your turn.
Tell him to drop the
I'm
spell.
channeling. Excuse me, Miss Turtle Lady, but I'm trying to channel my inner Doc. Not me, Detrick.
he did tell you to tell me to drop it.
Did he?
You just didn't hear it.
Oh, did he?
Huh?
Did-
Yeah.
Okay, mentally
he
told
can-
me.
he can
All right,
raise it.
Roger. So the rest of the group, you just like you would see, like Doc or Hart.
Well,
That's how you do it.
Victory.
I win. How much XP?
So the Hart's over here just, like, and all of a sudden he's gonna be like, Roger Poe. You, Mr. Bigoted Wizard, you can release your spell on Poe.
I do have a name, my dude, but okay. And then he
Okay,
drops
my
the spell.
dude, you can release the spell upon. I apologize for calling you a bigoted wizard, my dude. Do you prefer my dude or Maverick?
Either or's fine. Just not bigoted wizard.
Okay, either or. Poe is ready for you to drop the spell. I'm gonna 10 feet.
okay.
20 feet.
Stop. Roll me a charisma check.
I'll drop the spell. Wait, whenever it's my turn.
Don't forget the ring.
Yeah. $12.
Roll me a dex save.
Can I silver bob that? Is it by chance
I
against
got it,
poison or
so-
magical sleep?
No.
$5, because I was focused on picking up a ring.
You walked past the ring. The ring was at 20 feet. You moved up to 30 feet.
I was going to stop next to the ring. So I want to stop at the ring first,
Okay.
and then I'll come back to this,
Okay, so you pick up the ring.
and then continue.
Okay.
So now, what happens?
Well, we know what things do now.
You take, right as you walk slowly to the center, their eyes open again, and 4 beams hit you in the chest, knocking you off your feet onto the ground, and you take
Silver
16
Bobs!
What are you doing? Is that just attack or is it a save?
Silver Bobs.
Are you going to give yourself a disadvantage?
Disadvantage. They're not making attack rolls, so.
They're not.
What's the damage?
Spells.
16 force.
So 6. All right.
Silvery barbs.
Exactly. So Hart slowly just walks up here, gets a few feet up, looks down, picks up some more bones, puts it in his bag, starts just doing his Pink Panther walk up here, gets 10 more feet up, and then all of a sudden he just gets jarred and just, Silver Bombs!
And that's going to end Hart's turn. So Doc, I think, is the only one left. And then we start the new round.
All right. Okay. So let's work through this, okay? Gas, good. Fast, bad. Slow, bad.
Slow's worse. Fast wasn't bad. It was bad, but it wasn't.
Fast
Horrible.
was not terrible.
We found the middle ground with fast.
Yes, gas was.
It's still a bad idea.
It's-
What? No, fast was.
he got hurt.
Oh yeah.
I tried to help him out, but
Well,
Laser beam to the chest.
no. Okay.
either way, go on. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just. So, what sort of tricks does.
You're channeling it.
Trying
Well,
to-
he can go into his genie bottle while he go into the pocket of somebody you're about to turn gaseous and get
Oh,
both
that's
across.
I
right.
can only do that for a day. I mean, I can only do that one time a day. But
It's a good idea.
actually,
Or we just
Hart's already
huck
been
the
hit.
bottle over.
There you go.
How close is Doc to Hart? 30 feet.
40 feet away because he never even went in the thing.
Okay, so he's going to move up 10 feet, so he'll be 30 feet away from Hart.
Sorry, I'm setting something up on him.
Actually, he's going to go to Eloise because he knows that Eloise has those wicked monk-like abilities, and he's going to be like, Eloise,
Yeah.
can you pack
No.
this for me?
Sure,
Was it
and I'll
4
put it in
beams
my
both
backpack.
times?
He uses his
Was it 4 beams both times?
Okay.
is
But you can throw the genie bottle
no,
past the.
he can't
My theory.
throw it if he's in
Is
it.
if
I
we
know
all
he
go
can
at the
get in,
same
someone
time.
else can throw it
Why?
Split the beams.
They have
to
to
get
split the
him
beams.
through
So he
safely
can get in it.
to get him past the statue
I know,
safely.
but no. Why would he have someone throw
Him.
his mobile home, his
Because
genie
it
home? Like I don't know what's going to
works.
happen. That
No, because it might work.
it would also work if he just asked the
don't
monk
think-
to pack him across.
That's fine.
Will you pack? Will you pack? Will you pack? Is,
Yeah.
is it his skull or whatever his genie? Whatever his magical his
He
skull.
can get in his bottle.
He's like,
I'll put the bottle in my
Ah.
backpack.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to pack my skull
Back my skull.
across when you go. Are you cool with that? And then right as she goes to grab it, he's gonna.
Okay.
Okay, so I
You
just
can
put
have
everything in my backpack, and I'm like, okay, cool.
As
You
he's
guys truly are a
sinking in,
weird bunch.
as he's getting pulled in, he's gonna be like, by the way, when you get across, tap 2 times.
It sounds just like him.
Then He's gotten good at impersonating people.
So now, what's his face is in that?
It's easy when you're.
That should be everybody. Begin to the next round.
It's skull.
I'm gonna tell Poe and Klaus what they see. On the other side, where this has been hard packed earth, the other side is a field of sand.
That you sprinted full speed into.
That Klaus ran full speed across 40 feet. I need I'm gonna start with Klaus, just because. I need a athletics check from you.
Okay.
As you go running across, and all of a sudden your footprints get heavier and heavier. Your footsteps.
That is a 13.
Okay. You start getting like moving slower and slower until you stop and cannot complete your run.
Okay.
Poe, still in gas form. You see that you're sitting there in gas form and you're looking at this field of sand, and then all of a sudden Klaus comes running past you and then stops 40 feet out. The sand covering his boots. This stops, comes to a sudden stop. Hart, you're laying prone, middle of the statues. They just blast you in the chest with their eye beams. Eloise, you just now put Doc in your backpack inside of his skull. Ari, you are standing next to Eloise. Both of y'all are 10 feet inside the canyon. Maverick, you are right outside the cavern. And that covers everybody. So, now we can start with whoever would like to go, whoever would like to take their turn first of this new round.
Firstly, drop him out of his gas form.
Okay,
I don't know if I
so
already did
Poe, just like that, you form back into your Haragon form.
If I'm standing on the sand, I'm taking a step back onto the hard pack.
Okay. Well, you can do that in just 1 second.
Okay. Secondly, if no one else is doing anything, we need to get him not laying on the ground. And I've had a second theory that I might try out. I don't know. Would you rather me turn him into gas so he doesn't get blasted, or I can turn two of us invisible?
Two of us invisible.
Okay, not sure if it's gonna work, but I like your enthusiasm and your support in me. It's very kind.
Okay, so we're saying the prey animal might get cooked?
Yeah.
Okay. Fried potato.
And then
Fun times.
Eloise is going to take her tent out, and she will cut a hole in the middle. She'll set it up, cut a hole in the middle and the bottom, and then put herself inside of it.
I'm gonna say I've seen this movie before.
And,
I don't think it's appropriate.
and then she's going to.
No, remember your tent has a big hole in it.
Well, yeah, but like just in the bottom, so all you can see is like her feet, you know.
Okay.
'Cause
No, I'm with you.
She's gonna Metal Gear Solid this.
and she is going to.
So you basically put a big tarp on yourself. That's what you're saying.
She can't see them, they can't see us.
Okay, but the tent is put together. Like
It's a box. She's
it's
inside
put
a box.
together. Like
The-
it's got
The
the-
tent's not put together.
Yeah, it's got, when you put a tent together, it's got the
No,
little
I understand how when
trees
you.
and it's
I
got-
understand, but do you build your whole tent when you bring it out?
Yeah.
She doesn't
I
know.
put it up.
Okay.
I put it all together and
She,
Okay.
No,
all that.
she don't know how these tents work. She don't know how these tents work.
Not only is it
2 hours
set
later.
up.
Okay, so you're going to take time to set up your tent right there
This-
and then carry it?
This ain't
This ain't a pop-up
Yeah,
tent.
these aren't modern tents with like fiberglass rods that you just and they stick together and you run them through and you're done. It's like
This ain't like
posts,
something
you gotta-
that you got
chances are,
off
though.
of Temu or TikTok where you just like throw it out in front of you and it
No.
forms.
Chances are, though, it is a lot of cloth. So if you're
Okay,
using,
That's what I'm saying. You can use the cloth to get
Okay.
underneath. I'm not dissuading that, but I'm saying you're not going to be able to like
Or-
have a house that you're
or-
walking under.
I'll
Or-
just take
or
my
you-
blanket then and put it
Or,
over
or,
my head.
or,
Okay.
or you could just channel your inner monk-like abilities to be all defensive and kung
I would
fu
like to
and-
point out
Deflect magic.
that
Wait a
the
minute.
turtle who has a shell
That's what I was saying.
is like,
What do you
maybe
do?
I need protection to hide in. Almost like a
Can-
shell.
Can you? Can she? Can you do that? Like just pull your arms and head in, and then
And have somebody just hockey punch you.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
just keep
so
her feet
Two
out.
invisible people.
Okay,
It's
new
curling.
plan. New
There
plan.
you
New
go.
plan.
Just roller.
I'm going.
I'm
What
just,
I'm
I'm
going
just,
to do.
I'm waiting for Detrick to message me
I'm
and be like,
going
why did
to-
you give my,
Someone
why did you give
turn the sand
my
into glass.
Why you
lamp
give
to
Eloise
her?
my skull?
I'm going to make my way
But that's too much
over
work.
to Heart.
Okay, so you put the blanket on your head
Yes.
and holding the blanket over your head.
Yes.
Do you have where you can see, or do you just put it totally over you like a ghost, Charlie Brown style?
I'm just. I'm gonna.
I do believe in sports. I do.
I'm gonna. I'm
Now
gonna
you know
look
why
like
the whole other party got killed.
I'm gonna look like a ghost. I'm gonna have like 2 eye holes cut out.
So you cut 2 eye holes in your blanket.
Yeah, and then
I got you.
I put it over my head,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make my way over to Heart. Wait, before I make my way, I'm going to take out a potion of greater healing,
Sure.
Before,
and I'm going to hold it under the blanket with me, and
Sure.
I'm going to make my way over to Heart.
Sure.
before.
Okay. So, couple points.
And then I'm going to like sit down beside
Wait.
Heart with the blanket over me.
Wait, couple points of order. Heart, as you were laying there,
I'll put the
you
blanket
watched
over Heart.
Eloise come walking up to you in ghost form with a heavy wool blanket on, with eyes cut in, slowly move.
That's so good.
I need you to make a charisma check.
Okay.
Me or her?
Her.
I was gonna make him invisible. I feel like this is.
She is invisible. She's a ghost.
She has a blanket on it.
No, that's a
It's
seven.
like total kid logic. When you're like, I put a blanket over my head, nobody can see
I
me.
can't see them.
It's a
so they
charisma-
can't see me.
Well, it's the same. Her
probably won't work.
charisma
Just
save
cut the
and her
holes in your
charisma
eyes.
check is
It's
the
a
same.
15.
Okay. So she comes right up to you, squats down, ghost form with the blanket over her head, and part of the blanket drapes over your head now.
It worked.
Where is he?
And I'm going to give him, like, I'm going to make him drink potion of greater healing.
Okay.
What in the
So-
Sam hell are you doing, woman?
I'm trying
no.
to heal you.
No.
Here, drink this.
No.
I just opened his mouth and poured it down his throat.
I don't need that.
4d4 plus 4.
You're prone.
I don't need that.
Yes, you do.
I know you don't, but she obviously.
He's not
I'm
unconscious.
gonna
He's just on the
accept
ground.
that.
You are arguing with a person who just put a wool blanket over her head.
It worked.
I am arguing with someone who failed to listen
Now these guys
to the
are
fact
like,
that
we
I
have
have.
I know.
Blankets?
Like, whoa, wait a minute. Is that the
Like,
clue?
Why is it working?
I don't eat or drink. The only time
but-
I've consumed a potion, it was through a hole in the side of my neck. So you just spilled a greater healing potion all over me.
Okay, wait a minute. You were like,
You just dumped a healing potion all over me.
Stop it.
Go ahead and remove that
Don't
shit from your
stop
character
it.
sheet.
You
It's
were
all
Healing
like-
good.
potions, I do think work by like
You were
touch.
like-
That's
Prone.
because he got knocked off his feet,
Yeah,
not
but
because he was
doesn't that mean
dead.
he's knocked out?
No,
Unconscious?
no.
Take a look.
Oh,
It's in a
David.
book. It's a reading.
He just hasn't taken his
level.
turn yet. If he would have gone first, he would have got up to his feet and could have moved.
Go ahead and remove.
Yeah, ghost just trying to force feed you a potion.
Does a healing potion provide any measure of
Yeah,
magical
44
substance?
plus 4.
If you don't consume it, it just gets poured
No,
on
if
you.
you don't drink any of it, you don't get nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go
Except
Does
for
ahead.
some
probably
of it at
steak.
least
You-
go in your neck, though?
No.
You smell good now.
You do smell. You smell like berries now.
Nice.
So there is that,
You can remove that from your character sheet.
and you're
Oh,
sticky.
no. Okay,
I
well,
tried to say I don't need that. You're literally sitting
I
right
want
next
to
to
use
me.
my bonus.
That's
act-
30 of your feet. That's your movement.
Right. I want
Your bonus action is pouring
Okay.
Yeah.
A potion of greater healing all over
Okay.
heart.
Well then,
I
I'll
got
just,
you.
You only have your action left.
I only have my action left.
Mm.
I don't have any movement, just my action. I will
Alright.
stay under the blanket
Working so far.
and turtle up in my shell for a little bit.
Okay.
So I don't get noticed. And that's,
Alright.
that's what I'm gonna do for now.
All right, who's next? Okay.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm gonna need a minute.
Me and you can become invisible
Yes.
if Hart doesn't want to be invisible because I know he's in the middle already.
Um,
Are you
Go
just gonna
ahead.
try and?
well, no, because I'm already in the middle, so you would have to get to the middle to invisible me,
Okay.
and I'm fairly certain that that's going to result in you getting
Being
shot
blasted.
by these things.
I'll use third level invisibility and make both me and her invisible.
Okay.
Sweet. And then we just start making our way downtown. Walking fairly fast.
Walking at a relative pace.
Just start
Oh.
walking.
Who's
through.
first? You're already in the middle of your turn, so.
Yeah, I guess I'll go first. But also, is she gonna be able to move if she's in her turtle shell?
She's not in her turtle shell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
am.
is.
Yeah,
I
She
got
went
my
into her turtle shell.
So you put a blanket over yourself like Charlie Brown Ghost.
Why does his voice
came
sound
up
like
to
he's
me.
surprised every time he talks about something she's doing? You would think being married to her, nothing would surprise him anymore.
I mean, I don't know what else to do. Like, I tried. Like, oh.
What's even funnier?
I don't know
is
what
that
you mean by
blanket
move.
over
You
herself,
talking about
but
pushing
she's
her?
Wearing a cloak.
Are you talking about pushing her?
Yeah, I was gonna see if she wanted us to push her
Just
You have no idea until you get up there. You can ask her.
as we're walking up, invisible style.
You are 40 feet away, by the way.
40 feet away from
middle.
her? From the middle, okay.
Because you are outside the cave.
Alrighty. So
Yeah.
I guess I won't be there first, but I'll move up to her.
When you step into the cave, I need a perception check.
Okay. 5.
Okay, you felt fine.
Okay.
So now you're going to move to 30 feet to get to the middle, where she's at, and Hart is.
Yes.
Okay. Once you step in the middle, before anything else happens, I need a charisma check.
Okay. Check.
Yes.
It's cocked.
The gaseous form.
17.
Incorporeal
Okay.
can't be targeted.
It's a test.
And then
on
he's
your
gonna
personality.
Look over
If
to
you're worthy
Eloise
of it.
and be like,
Okay, I see.
I thought it was.
I don't know if you can hear me, my guy. Do you want to be moved? Because, like, I think you're not real mobile right now.
That's fair.
From the inside of my shell, I'm gonna like mumble, and I'll knock on my shell and be like,
Roll an insight.
How many times you knock on your shell?
You're
like 2 times. I'm like,
Oh, Doc, that's the signal for
Oh.
Doc to come
and I'm
out.
like really
13.
excited,
13.
no. He did say
It sounds maybe
on
affirmative.
the thing.
Alrighty. And then he'll start moving it
You
along.
can't. You don't have any more movement.
Okay. Well, he'll get ready to move it.
Okay.
Because if he comes out of his genie bottle inside,
And
her
what's really
shell
great
with
is
her-
Ari thinks the invisible thing works because you didn't get attacked.
Yeah.
And the blanket works.
Yep.
Y'all all think the blanket works.
I'm gonna start.
Once y'all get to the other side, you'd be like, why didn't y'all
Walking
use a
through,
blanket or go invisible? That worked really well. Once you get to the center, I need a charisma check.
Okay. Okay.
Just watching. Okay.
Freaking me out, kid.
16.
16? Okay, nothing happens.
Whoop, whoop.
But you are in the center. Now, you still have your action and bonus action available.
So I'm gonna dash
Okay.
and try to just get out.
You are on the other side with Poe.
Whew.
Poe. Or Klaus, whichever one.
Okay. Okay.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. 8.
Alright, you notice that your feet are stuck.
Oh. Okay.
Did you even tell him before he told you? Like, roll the dice. Yeah, your figure's thing.
Okay.
There may or may not have been something else.
No.
So would it be like athletics to pull them out, or
Yeah,
okay? Is there anything else you would let me use?
A lot.
depends on what you try to tell me you can
A
use.
lot of strength.
Okay.
Not being stuck in the sand.
Sure. Okay, I will try an athletics check. And anything else that would help? 14.
You strain and strain, and when your boots come off, and you put your foot down, and you go right into the sand with your foot.
No. Do you have socks on?
Yeah, now you got wet
I would
socks.
presumably. Well,
So
it's
maybe-
a desert.
Maybe you can get your foot out of your sock.
I love
Yeah.
The real question is how hot is this sand?
Yeah. Okay.
That would have actually been your action, so you have bonus action.
Okay.
You don't have any movement because you were stuck.
Yeah. Hey, Poe.
Yes,
Can
sir.
Can you help me out when you get a chance? I'm stuck here.
Yes.
Okay. No hurry.
Okay.
What kind of hurry? I don't like it.
No hurry, but also kind of please do.
Poe,
How far away from me is he now?
40 feet.
How long is my canoe?
How long is your canoe?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a regular sized canoe, so probably like, what, 6 feet?
No, average canoe is going to be like as small as like 12 to 14 feet. It should
I don't know.
say
Google it.
And you're just packing that with you?
he's got a special.
It's
bag.
in my one of my bag holdings.
Okay, I for some reason thought you had like a small like boat like just strapped to your back like a quarterstaff or something.
He probably got his collapsible canoe from the same place she got her instant pop-up tent. I do declare I was sorely misinformed as to where we needed to buy supplies.
hop?
16 to 17 feet. So we'll say 16 feet.
16 feet. How far is he again?
40 feet.
40 feet. Sorry, claustrophobic.
Oh.
No. I'm trying to see what my hop is. How far I can hop.
15 feet.
Okay.
15
Uh,
feet.
Now, what happens if you get in your kayak and like do a little
Your
sand?
kayak.
I'm gonna try.
His kayak?
Oh.
What did I miss?
That he has a 16-foot long kayak and he's about to see how
Yep.
well it works in the sand.
Oh.
Put it on the sand and step into it to see if it sinks or if it weight distributes out.
Ooh, that's clever. Oh, and
Roll
let-
a perception check.
Oh, or you may have just lost your kayak.
Taco buy me a new one. Perception is 19.
Once you put it in and you're trying to balance it out, you notice that the front end sinks down just a little.
Which is how boats normally do.
Okay.
Do boats work on quicksand? Whoa.
Is this a
I think-
kayak
I
or a
think it
canoe?
depends on-
Does
You
it-
have your movement and maybe a bonus
I think,
action
I
left.
think it would depend
Kayak's a
on like the
one-person
type
craft.
of.
Right.
Well, they said a
vessel.
canoe and then they said
Mm, yeah.
kayak, so.
I know next they're gonna call it a raft, so it's okay.
But can one person or
Your
multiple
yacht.
people fit in
Yeah.
it?
It depends on whether it's a kayak or a canoe.
I know. That's what I'm asking. What is it? Is
Well-
it for one person or can multiple people fit in it?
Because it has been thus far referred to as both.
I think it's a canoe. We're going with canoe.
If it's a
Okay.
canoe, then multiple people, at least two.
Have you just
I
been boating
don't,
around in
have
canoe?
any. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How did I not see this?
Can I try to
It was
throw
in
a
a
rope
bag.
out to him?
Sure.
Holding. Oh,
Can
'cause
you
it-
throw a rope 40 feet?
I can take one of the skulls on the ground, wrap it through the eye sockets.
Okay. After doing that, roll me a dex check, add your proficiency.
I'm throwing a skull at you. I hope you don't mind. But I think you're into that kind of thing.
Whoa.
Dex check.
Oh, that's good.
Was that an 18?
Yes.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. You hit him in the back of the head, but you make it there with the rope. It drops like right behind him.
And I asked Barry to grab part of this rope so we can try to pull him back.
It's going to start sinking, but we'll do the next round now. Oh, Hearthstone.
Yeah. Okay. So the mental link, we're still linked. So your heart is just gonna be like, which god did I offend that I'm forced to owe this total of life debt? You just thought that. You just thought that.
If she dies, you don't have to owe her anything.
Are they making plans to
Yes.
murder?
Message received in arrow over, and you're gonna feel the link just fizzle. So while before half my movement stand up,
Other half kicked the turtle.
which let me look at these two statues. Which statue looks the chattiest?
Roll an insight check.
While you're all standing in the middle.
He's already tried
16.
talking to it.
That one. Bonus action. Telepathic link.
To Ari.
The statue.
Excuse me, Miss Statue Lady.
To the statue, you mean? Telepathic action to the statue?
Bonus action. I'm using my telepathic link
To the statue.
on that thing.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was pointing at Ari.
No,
Nope.
I was pointing up.
My bad.
Like I'm looking here.
No.
There. Excuse me, Miss Statue Guardian Lady. But would you kindly not shoot them laser beams at me, or at least provide me with a justification for why you're shooting laser beams at me? And I am going to repeat the message in
Roll a
common,
persuasion check.
draconic, common, draconic, gnomish, and undercommon.
Roll a
Do I need to make a
persuasion
persuasion check for each language?
check. No. Just one.
Just the one. Can I make 4 and tell you which one I did the best on? No. Alright. 15.
And what did you ask?
Pretty please, kind statue guardian lady, would you please not shoot your laser beams at me, or at least explain why it is that you're shooting your laser beams at me? Over.
It takes a few seconds. And then you hear a voice respond back in your head. Only those who are worthy have the right to pass through.
How do you define worthy?
The parameters were set a long time ago.
By who? What is your master protocol?
Who do you serve?
Only those who are worthy shall pass through.
First World Fight Club. Hello.
Justice for Gotham.
What defines if someone is origin?
You have a lovely day, statue lady. 15 more feet. Action. And I'm gonna stop right there. Does the path end like right here?
Mm-hmm. You see a big canoe that the tip is starting to sink down into the sand. You see a rope that's thrown out there right behind Klaus with the skull tied to it that's also starting to sink into the sand.
Okay.
You see Klaus out in the sand that's starting to sink down into
And
it.
he's 40 feet
I didn't
away.
get the rope to you though. You gotta grab it.
40 feet away, and we're on hard packed, and then it transfers. Where's the dividing line between hard packed? Is there a clear dividing line between hard packed?
Right at the end of the canyon.
Like right where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all like right here, and then if I was right here, I'd be in sand,
That's correct.
Alright.
and we're 40 feet from him. All right, I'm out of action.
Okay. New round.
All right. Okay. So
Did I get to act during that round?
I thought so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to get out.
Oh, that's right. Though. Okay.
you lost a shoe.
Okay, yeah.
All right, guys.
Let's double check.
So
Make
Canoe.
sure it doesn't track.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna step into the canoe. What happens when I step into the canoe?
When you step on the part that's on, like the front part is kind of more towards the hard packed earth, so it doesn't go down. But if you move towards the front of it, it starts to sink more because of your weight. You can feel it already tipping,
Okay.
but if you step on it, you're just going to tip faster.
Is all this moving in action economy?
Yeah, it's whatever y'all want to do.
Could the two of you help weigh the back of the kayak down so I can maybe get 10 feet? Well, actually, wait a minute. So step there. I'm going to step out because I don't want to add any additional weight. So the kayak is sinking at
The
the
tip
front.
is sinking down in.
Um,
It's easy to imagine that basically in a couple more rounds it might go top up and then sink down.
Okay.
Titanic style.
What's the range on your
Mold earth.
On what?
gashes?
Um,
I'm going to mold earth, and I want to target
touch you,
the
but
sand
then
where
With
it's
mold earth,
sinking
go as
in.
far as I can see you.
Like that area where it is sinking in,
Mhm.
and I'm going to use that to shift the sand up
Okay.
and then move the kayak and all of that back towards us.
Okay.
Does that work?
I don't know what's Mold Earth. Read it.
It's a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range that fits so that sand's technically, maybe we could argue that. That fits within a 5-foot cube. You manipulate it in one of the following ways. If you target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it, moving it along the ground and depositing it up to 5 feet away. This movement does not incur. This movement does not have enough force to cause damage. You can cause a shape, color, or both to appear on dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, shapes, and patterns. If the dirt or stone you target is on the ground, you cause it to become difficult terrain, and you can cause the ground to become, or alternatively, You can cause the ground to become normal terrain if it is already difficult terrain. You can cast this spell multiple times if you have no. You can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. You can dismiss such as an effect. You can dismiss such an effect as an action. But I'm utilizing the excavating factor, so I'm like taking that 5-foot cube of soil where it's sinking, the sand, earth.
When you take the sand out, more sand is just going to take in.
It will, but I'm picking up the whole cube of sand, the 5-foot cube of sand, and like conveying that sand, and that should take whatever's in the sand with it. Would it not? I mean, it may or may not. If it doesn't,
I don't think it will, because sand is different than earth.
well, it's
Than dirt.
The thing would be, it depends on the factor, like what factor is forcing on. If this is like an external factor pushing down on the kayak, the sand will move around the kayak. But if it's sinking in, then pulling that sand out would still work. It may not be as effective, but it would still work sort of like the way a wave would, to where you're gonna get some of that movement. Or I guess that's what I'm looking for. Like, does it move at all? Does it shift whenever I pull the sand?
Like, if you try to pull the sand just more, it just makes it almost makes it suck down faster.
So it's like, it's as if the, like whatever's forcing down upon the kayak, it's like there's something forcing down upon the kayak, forcing it to sink,
Pulling the sand down.
or pulling it down into it, not necessarily just the moving it part. All right,
And that may not be true for regular quicksand and
Yeah.
everywhere, but this is magical stuff anyway.
But
so.
no, yeah, that's what I was asking. It's like I didn't know if it would work or not, but because I don't know what's causing this effect. But that'll take up my action to try
Okay.
that.
Who's next?
Okay.
I'll,
Oh,
can I try
yeah,
to
you
like
go.
reach for the skull?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. 21.
Okay, this time, before you do anything, you are feeling a rumbling underneath your feet.
Oh no.
Shiloh.
Okay.
I
Okay.
thought you were about to say Shia LaBeouf. I was like, what does he have to do with this?
Okay.
I don't know which one
I
would
will
be
reach
more
for the
scary.
skull now.
Actually,
Okay.
can of
You can bend down awkwardly
Okay.
and pick it up.
Okay. I got the rope.
It's like,
Okay, I think
because
there's.
it's starting to get
I
sucked
think
down.
there's something under here.
Underwear.
The sand.
Underwear. Sorry. Never mind.
Well, you guys remember the next part after the twins, right?
the quickened sand.
The quicken sand, trust nothing you see.
Where were you at 40 feet ago?
Okay. So, okay.
What is it? What is it? What is
Okay,
it?
so, bow down the rope. Do you still have the other end? Does Poe still have the other end of the rope?
No, no.
But where are the sands of quickness?
Oh.
I got it.
Okay, cool. I'll start trying to, like, pull on it, see if I can get myself out of the sand.
What your eyes see.
Can't be trusted.
The tree of life is hidden.
Protected from the deadly rays of the sun. To find it.
So you're just going to hold on to that? Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm trying
Okay.
to pull on it to, like, get myself out of the sand.
Okay. You can't do anything unless somebody starts trying to pull on the other side,
Okay.
but you are held. Okay.
Got it.
Maybe we need to sink through the sand.
Possibly.
Don't think so.
You want to try? Go.
Eloise?
for it.
Do you see anywhere else to escape from the
yes.
heat of the sun?
So remember when I offered to push you? The person who I was expecting to help me just ran past, so I cannot push you alone.
And then I just kind of pop out of my shell.
Well, it's his turn.
Oh, sorry.
Are you cool if I just run past?
And I knock 2 times.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, and I'm just gonna run.
You're gonna
Good
knock-
luck, my dude.
You're gonna mess around and knock 2 times too many times, and you and Doc are both gonna die.
And then I'll do whatever it takes to get me over here.
Okay. You're still invisible, so.
What up, my dude?
Okay. Also, how long does this last?
What was that?
I can drop it at any point.
Okay.
Do you just want to be invisible for like an hour?
Oh, you're are you on this side or you on this side?
On that side.
On that side? Alright.
I'll
Eloise.
drop it. So
So I'm gonna
So-
like pop
so you
out of
don't
my
get-
shell,
You don't get
and I still
backhanded.
have the blanket on my head, and I am going to dash across as fast as I can, and I
Okay, so it's 30 feet. How far do you want to keep going? Because if you dash, you can go 60 feet.
I just want to go all the way to where they are.
So you don't have to dash.
You wanna go where the people are?
Yeah, that's
Do
where
you
I want
wanna
to go.
see them dancing?
Do I need to make a charisma check?
Nope. Alright, so now all you're standing at the edge of the canyon looking out across this sand field where you see we see Klaus who's holding onto the rope with the skull on it, and he says he gives a warning that he felt something underneath his feet, and as soon as he says that, behind him, roaring up out of the sand,
Oh, good.
Are we about to? Am I sandworm fishing right now?
Oh no!
Well, I guess
What
I'm
is
bait
that?
then.
You
terrified.
right on the dot.
I'm
sandworm?
sandworm.
It's
What
a
is
big.
sandworm?
This is purple, but it's for all intents and purposes,
Is it-
it's really sand colored.
Is it
Someone's
it's
been
not
watching
purple?
good.
It's not purple.
Good movies.
Is it not? Okay.
I need some spice.
The second one.
Either that or
So I need everybody to roll initiatives.
Here, Hart, hold this rope.
Down.
I finally get a good roll and I don't want it.
Is it another nat 1?
Yes.
I'll
Poe,
start using digital dice for a little bit.
9.
Doc.
Who's still in the glass?
Doc's unaware of
Oh,
the
he's
current
doing it,
situation, so
He can
he's
stay in the skull until y'all release
yeah
him.
he's currently sipping on like some
Four?
cognac, reading a novel in his lazy chair.
Oh, I have to let him out.
Hart,
Oh, sorry, I apologize. A 10.
We forget to let Doc out.
Maverick.
15.
Okay. So, as this big creature, sand and rocks and pebbles falling down around it, falling right behind Klaus, who's kind of turned around awkwardly, trying to hold the skull because his feet are stuck and he's sinking into the sand. And you guys are basically at this point, we'll call it 50 feet away from the worm, 40 feet away from Klaus. So everybody knows the situation.
Is this a Warforged?
At this
sandworm?
point, just so I can remember, and maybe you guys will remember too. And any questions about whether it's Warforged or not, I heard you. You will
You're
have to use your turn to figure it out.
Oh, you're good. I'm just curious.
Because it may or may not be.
Sandworm fishing with Klaus.
Klaus may get
Reel it in! Reel it in!
They may get an instrument look inside and let you know.
I have a very good view of the thing right now.
Ari
Yes.
and Maverick both are invisible, so I'm putting that on you, so I will remember that. And Ari, you go first.
Didn't hear you.
Alrighty.
It's okay.
Can we leave
Let's
between the
see.
statues to get blasted?
Oh,
I want to know
joy.
why it is that I'm not with it, but this giant one of them is.
I'm gonna try to cast Chromatic Orb at the sandworm.
Okay. Did you do the invisible that it breaks when they cast a spell, or is it the one that doesn't? Is it regular or greater?
It's a,
It's the cool one. Invisibility. Just the spell. So it's the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Okay, so as soon as you cast Chromatic Orb, you become visible again, right between Poe and Eloise.
Ari, stop.
Here, hold
Now,
this.
make your Chromatic Orb cast.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Woo! Okay. And that is going to be 13 acid.
13 acid.
And then that is the end of my turn.
So, all the way over on this side, you see her cast her spell, and an acid stream shoots out, hitting the worm, exposing some of its skin where you see metal underneath the skin.
Oh.
Joy.
Eloise.
So am I able to see the metal?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
you probably can see it better than anybody.
So, to my understanding, I can see in front of me that there's essentially quicksand.
You see a bunch of sand. You see Klaus sinking into it. He's up to his ankles. You see a canoe which I ought to put something down for the canoe, but you see a canoe that's basically 17 feet out into the water.
The sand.
Or out into the sand. But the tip is sinking into the sand. It's probably not the best, but
I'm gonna jump.
funny enough, I don't have a
I'm gonna
canoe.
try to jump in the canoe and move up 20 feet. If I can.
You got a canoe?
I'm making a canoe.
Oh.
I probably have a canoe and all that stuff in the garage. Alright, so you move over here. It's going to be 5, 10 to get into a canoe.
And then up.
You want to go up to the tip of the canoe?
Is the tip sinking?
Yeah.
You owe me a canoe.
It's going to be even faster if there's a big old turtle in it.
So
And Klaus, hold this dynamite.
Tremors. Pull the rope back. You can bundle up to 10 sticks together. So it's
Okay, new plan. I'm going to instead of trying to get on the canoe, I'm just gonna not do that, and I'm going to attempt to dash over to where Klaus is.
Okay, so he's 40 feet away. What's your speed?
My speed is. Oh, actually, I need to let Doc out first. Can I let Doc out first?
Yeah, what's his, can you check and see if it's an action, bonus action, letting him in and out of the bottle?
it's a reaction to let him out. It's
Okay.
an action to go in. But I mean, she can
Can
just
I knock
tap
on the
it.
bottle?
Yeah, so give me his.
Just tap
She
it,
dumps
and
him
then
out.
next turn you can pop. He can pop out.
So, as your reaction, you let him out.
Yes.
Now, what's your speed?
45.
45. So, the stand is difficult terrain, so you can dash, but it's going to be half. So, you're actually only be able to move to 45, but you only need to go 40 there, but that's going to be your action to dash.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once you get there,
I might.
roll me a perception. Go ahead and roll initiative for Doc now that he's out.
Okay.
12.
You notice that now that you're up next to Klaus, as you were moving across the sand, your footsteps were getting slower and slower. And by the time you get to Klaus, now you are stuck in the sand right next to him.
Okay, can I try to... And I still have my...
Bonus
attack,
action.
Or my bonus action.
That's all you got as a bonus action.
Alright, I will spend a key point.
Maverick, you're going to be up next, followed by Hart.
Alright.
No, I can't
Did
do that.
Did you get his initiative?
No.
12. And he'll have to use his it's not a reaction, it's his bonus action, so he'll have to use his bonus action when it hits his turn for him to pop out.
Okay.
Do you still have the blanket on?
Oh no, I took the blanket off.
Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I wanna do an unarmed strike on the
Okay.
monster. Does 15 hit?
It does.
It's gonna be 8 bludgeoning damage.
You walk right up to it and like, and hit it with your hand, and it's like hitting metal.
Oh man. And I think that's. I can. Can I spend a key point to. No, that was my bonus action, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess my turn is done.
Maverick. Maverick followed by Doc now.
Yeah. He's still invisible, but his voice calls out and he's like, just to check, we're not all running into the sand, are we?
Enough of us are stuck here at the moment. I don't think it's necessary.
Alright, thank you. And just getting that clarity out of the way, I think I'm just gonna interesting question. I'm checking it real quick because I had the regular idea, but I was looking at my spells and now I have a new idea. Okay, dang, I will cast magic missile. 12 damage with magic missiles.
So you're no longer invisible,
No longer visible. Yeah.
and it did 12.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
No, there is nothing else.
Okay. So now Maverick becomes visible, standing right next to Hart, and unleashes. Was that 4?
3.
3. 3 magic missiles. And all of them blast into the worm. Anything else?
I've got nothing.
Doc, followed by Hart, followed by Poe. The worm rolled real low initiative.
Higher than me.
Doc is
No,
going
he rolled
to.
Really?
Yeah,
So
he rolled a 3. Or it rolled a 3.
So,
I don't know
he,
if it's he or she.
he's gonna
I know.
he's gonna use his bonus action to out of the skull that Eloise had set down, and then
coming from?
and he's just like,
They obviously found an easier way across. Well, yours way is pretty easy.
"What is this? What?
What is this?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me." Just like inspiration for you.
I get inspiration from that.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty
Mass
inspired.
inspiration.
To leave, yeah.
The
All
worm
right.
is like, I'm out of
So-
here.
So did it seem as if Eloise was negatively affected by her jaunt?
It seemed like she did not move as fast as she used to, and now it seems like she is usually a little bit taller than Klaus, being a turtle, but now they're almost the same height.
All right, so, but Doc's like just like, oh, what the hell is this? And he's just gonna take his he's gonna come over here grab his sword and stick out his skull, and it's like, by the evil eyes of Agamemnon. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what he normally says, but
Agamemnon.
I believe it's
So-
blah, 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 blah,
Blah,
blah.
blah,
I
blah,
bet
blah,
it's
blah.
exactly what he says.
some crazy eldritch arcanic invocation. Ha ha la la.
Sounds exactly like it. Patrick, when did you get here?
Doc, are you okay?
It's almost like he's a different person sometimes.
So, and then the eyes are going to start glowing, and a blast of Eldritch energy is going to go flying
Eldritch Blast.
at the Eldritch Blast. At the worm, does a 12 hit?
No.
The second eye blast, it's going to be a 25.
That doesn't hit either. Just kidding.
I was like, okay. I was like, all right, good. I'm glad I'm on the packed earth.
Bye, Klaus. Bye, Turtle.
Turns out you're not going to save the
Yeah,
total.
nope.
Turns out Poe had a good idea.
Your life debt is over with, bro.
By the beat of my feet, I'm out of here. All right, that's going to be 12 force damage from that Eldritch Eye Blast.
All right.
That's all he's got right now.
Heart. Followed by Poe. Followed by Klaus.
All right, and the worm is 40 feet away.
45.
40.
What I say, 50 feet actually.
50 feet. Boo.
Because Klaus is 40 feet away, and the worm is technically 10 feet in front of Klaus.
Hart's just gonna he's gonna draw out his great sword, and he's just gonna step into this side stance, and he's just gonna start staring like real intent. All intent like, and he's just huh? What?
You might have to watch a YouTube video.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. It's not like you can edit all that out of it.
I
And then as he's over here emitting these psionic waves of dissonant whispers, it's like the most annoying sound you've ever heard being blasted. Wisdom save 16.
That's getting deleted, right?
2.
So it's gonna take
One of the lovely things about this group. The randomness.
14 damage.
Psionic.
Yeah,
Is that the same as psychic?
whatever. Hey, you want to hear that sound again?
No, never.
Do you trust me? All right, so it's going to take 14 psychic damage, and
I think we all took psionic damage.
it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. This creature does not move into any obvious danger. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and
Is that
does
a
not
frightened
move
or is
away.
it just move?
It doesn't specify.
Dissonant Whispers is so great.
It doesn't really specify frighten. It just says that it
Just moves.
moves away.
Okay.
So it uses its reaction, if available, to move at its maximum speed away from that sound.
It goes underneath the ground and starts burrowing away.
Nice.
You can punch it before it leaves.
Well, I had a whole elaborate plan, but I'm glad it's gone.
Oh no.
Oh,
Wait
it's
a
probably
minute.
gonna come back.
Well, yeah, but
No, because it was forced to move, so attack of opportunity
Gotcha.
doesn't trigger.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
I thought it would trigger.
No.
Anything else? Oh.
No, I'm done. Thank you.
I'm still holding the skull.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna try putting it on my shoulder and walking him out of that.
Make an athletics.
Oh, you're fucked. said athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I'm actually pretty athletic.
Okay.
I can dig this.
Swearing while live on the clock app.
Oops.
You.
He can be edited.
It'll be like an overcast of Rodney's voice. Oh my fudge.
No.
21.
You.
Okay. You start pulling, and you feel your other boot starting to come off, and your sock. But you are getting pulled up out
Okay, so I'm basically only wearing one sock at this point.
at this point.
It's gonna knock your socks off.
You are able to pull 10 feet, and he's pulled back closer 10 feet.
Okay.
Klaus.
Okay. Gonna try to grab my shoes.
Do you let go of the skull?
No. Can I hold on to the skull with one hand and like try to reach for my shoes?
Sure.
Okay.
Don't you still have your clothes from where we stopped at that place and they gave us an extra change of clothes?
Yes, I still have shoes from that. Okay. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, I'm good. No, I'll just hold on to the skull and keep trying to get out.
Okay. You feel rumbling.
No, no. I came back.
Dissonant whisper.
As this pops back up out of the sand,
Just keep doing it.
It's got friends.
and it's going to attack Eloise.
Not surprised.
19.
A 19 hits.
Silvery bombs. I really like that.
How far away?
Well, I didn't ask how far away. Mm,
You can stand on my tip.
60 feet.
Okay.
Of my
23.
I'm out of.
Is that 23 damage?
No, that's from the silvery bars.
Oh, okay.
19 or 23. Is the options.
19 or 20. It works like disadvantage. So you roll the second roll, and then you have to go with the lowest.
So the damage is, ironically, it is 23. 23 piercing. I need you to make a dex save.
I'm gonna give her I'm gonna give her the advantage,
Okay.
so you can make that roll with advantage.
From now on, you gotta name that when you
Beforehand.
do the silvery bars.
My bad.
No problem.
22.
Okay. It bites you and starts to try to swallow you, but you are able to avoid being swallowed at this moment.
I swallowed last time.
Okay. I did.
She did.
I got swallowed by the frog.
What's funny
Do
is,
we have any more bumbleweed?
Alright.
I don't know if I shade all of it. What's funny is I would imagine that the turtle would be the rabbit would be the more appetizing
That's
of
why I'm
our
not out there
companions.
flamethrower.
Whose turn is it?
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hit it with chromatic orb again because that seemed to work last time.
Okay.
What is a 23 to hit?
23 hits.
And
It's gonna be
then
Eloise next and Maverick.
16 acid damage.
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Next up, Eloise, followed by Maverick.
Excuse me. I am going to attack it with my magical quarterstaff.
Okay.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
Alright. And this is magical bludgeoning damage. It's gonna be 14 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then I will attack it again with my quarterstaff. Does 11 hit?
11 does not.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna try something crazy.
I'm a little crazy here.
I want to
Crazy?
use a key
That was crazy
point
once.
to
So Jack, I'm going to polish it.
I want to use a key point to attempt to stun it, actually. That's not too crazy, but I think that's better than what I was going to try to do. So yeah, I'll use a key point to attempt to stun it.
Okay. When you try to stun it, it does not seem to have any effect on it. Just like when you fought the scorpions.
Okay,
You're starting to realize that most mechanical things that you fight do not seem to be affected by stun.
okay, well, I've done my bonus action, I've done my 2 attacks. Can I spend a key point to attempt to do Step of the Wind to disengage?
Isn't that a bonus action?
Yeah, it is. So I guess my turn is finished. I'm done.
You can't move anyways.
Okay.
You're stuck in the sand.
I'm stuck. Alright.
Maverick, followed by Doc, followed by Hart.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna do magic missile, but at 2nd level this time. So I'll get a whole other magic missile. You ever roll 3 ones?
Yes, actually.
5 plus 4, so 9.
9. Anything else?
Nope.
Doc, followed by Hart, followed by Poe.
Question.
Answer.
All right. Never mind. I already answered my own question.
I thought I just answered it.
You would have to have the meta magic ability Quicken spell to be able to cast 2 spells in a turn, right?
No, you can cast 2 spells per turn, as long as one is a cantrip
And
one
one's
is
a
a
bonus
level, and as long as one is a bonus action
Okay.
and one is an action.
So you can do that where any person who could cast a spell could cast a spell and a cantrip in the same turn, as long as the spell or the cantrip, one of them is a bonus action.
The best way
Quicken spell
easiest
just
way
allows
I know
you to
to say
transition
is,
it.
for example, Healing Word is a bonus action, and
That's-
Sacred
that's
Flame is a cantrip. So, like, if I'm playing a cleric, I can cast Healing Word on somebody, and I can cast Sacred Flame. I can't cast Cure Wounds in Sacred Flame because those are both actions.
I got you. And then that's where
But I also
Quicken.
can't cast Healing Word, which is a bonus action, and Cure Wounds.
That's
'Cause not
where.
a bonus action and an action.
So that's where Quicken comes in play, because it allows you to turn an action spell into a bonus action.
So,
Okay.
like, if I'm playing a Warlock or a Sorcerer with Quicken, I can turn Fireball into a bonus action, cast it, and then cast a cantrip that's an action.
Okay. So
like Firebolt.
Doc,
which
He's
casts a
gonna-
Fireball as a bonus action.
Doc is gonna like take his skull, and he's gonna zim zim zalabim Eldritch Blast. At the goober.
The goober.
First eye blast is gonna be 19
Sure, that hits.
for 10 force.
10.
Second eye blast is a 12.
Miss. At this point, you see several parts of the worm skin that's pulled away till it's revealing more and more metal.
Okay. And then with his bonus action, the skull's mouth is going to open up and it's going to. Oh! How far away? She's
She's 45 feet.
45 feet. Are you good so far?
Health-wise, yeah.
45 feet. And these, like, kind of
Music notes.
musical, like, pseudo harmonies are gonna, like, stream forth from the mouth of the skull. And as a bonus action, he is going to Pact Magic, Healing Word, and heal Eloise for 8 with
Thank
a
you.
blast of healing energy.
Okay.
And then he's like, he's gonna yell to everybody, "You can do it!" And that's it.
Okay. Hart, then Poe.
Okay. So we are. How far? How far is Hart from this thing?
50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. So if he starts moving
Difficult terrain, so it'd be half his speed.
half his speed, so I can move 15 feet.
I mean, technically, you can move 15 feet along the boat, which will be regular speed, and then move into the sand. But that'll just
Okay.
make the boat sink faster.
So 15 feet out
Which
to
it's
the boat.
already got sand pulling over the sides of it.
So 15 feet, like, and how far? What? How far was he from the worm?
50.
50. 15. And then jump off of that another
10.
10. And then how far is that? So that's 25. So that puts me 25 feet away. All right. Bonus action. He's going to come over here, draw a sword up behind him, and as he draws the sword up behind him, he's going to be enveloped in this green eldritch energy. And then he's going to poof, Misty Step
Okay.
for 30 feet next to it, and then as soon as he gets there,
Roll a perception check.
as soon as he gets there, he's going to roll a perception check. $19.
Alright, you feel yourself starting to sink in when you get there.
Okay. And so
Isn't Misty Step a reaction?
bonus action.
Bonus action.
Okay.
Bonus action. And then action, seeing that he's already got his sword drew behind him, he's gonna go ahead and just whack the worm. It's gonna be 25 to hit.
He whacked a worm.
25 hit.
25 hits. And he's going to go ahead and channel a Mark of Rage. He's going to tap into his rage and add some additional necrotic damage to this whack. Alright.
Poe, then Klaus next.
13 magical slashing plus 15 necrotic.
Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, Poe, you're up. Followed by Klaus.
I pull in the slack. I'm gonna come back about 15 feet and turn around, put it on my shoulder, and pull him again.
Athletics.
The whole time swearing at everybody about y'all all gonna have to buy me a new kayak.
Can you read over this?
Canoe.
Canoe.
Sorry.
I'm just projecting.
Okay.
24.
All right, you managed to pull him 10 more feet.
Okay.
He's a
Progress.
You're just getting dragged across the ground.
so he's
Wait,
a
so am I still in the sand?
Oh yeah, you're still in his hand.
Okay.
But is he
He's
closer?
got
Because last time I
30
moved him, you
feet.
moved him back.
Yeah, he should be like 30 feet from us now.
Yeah, it's like
Because I've
20
moved
feet actually.
so
So
he's
here?
a s-
Is
He's 20 feet.
are you
That's
are
not-
you a small or medium sized character?
this kind of person.
That's okay. That's
Klaus.
valid.
Okay.
I'm big.
You're the
You're
biggest.
being
still
one.
drugged,
in
and you
my
feel yourself sinking into the sand as you're
Okay.
being drugged.
Okay.
So you're medium. You
I think a
I'll
medium.
just be
Okay.
doing whatever I can to like.
Well, I was
prevent
just saying, 'cause,
myself
like,
from
if you're,
sinking
like, a
further,
small
I don't
character,
know
You can't pull that much.
what
No.
should-
Make a
No.
athletics check.
if you're like,
Athletics,
I would imagine
okay.
a kayak to a small creature would be equivalent to a canoe
3.
to a medium.
Okay, you are trying to like stabilize yourself. The more you try, the more you are starting to sink in.
Okay.
What's rule 1 when you're in quicksand?
Go flat.
Don't move.
The worm is going to start sinking in the ground and disengage and to escape.
What?
And you guys kind of noticed this behavior with the scorpions too after they took some damage, that they also tried to disengage. You guys slaughtered them, but they also tried to disengage.
I don't know if you can see it, but you could probably smell the stink I'm giving you, worm.
So combat is over, and it is also almost 8 o'clock. So we are going to stop here with Klaus halfway being sucked into the sand, but being dragged by Poe, who attempted to save him, and in the process, now Hart and Eloise are also stuck in the sand and are sinking down. And Poe's boat at this point is filled up with sand and is no more. It has gone away with the Titanic and has sunk down.
I didn't have time
Into
to
the
get
sand.
it. I'm trying to save Klaus.
Yeah, I figured.
I'll get another one.
So
I'll
when we
trade-
start
I'll
up,
trade you
we'll
7
start up
sticks
in
of
next
dynamite
week.
for it.
We'll start up in this situation
Already have some.
with you two out in the sand, Klaus in the middle,
What?
and y'all trying to figure out what y'all are going to do about the
It's already
quicksand.
mine. You already gave me the 7 stick.
All right. So thank you everybody for joining us,
Fair.
and we will see
I want
y'all
my
next
ring,
week.
though.